Go ahead, no, you talk. Sar.
Layash Salaki. Layashala.
Layashala. Sar. Go ahead. Alright, Imajim, which means to stand. Or Panya Hakodon, which means to rise and face the east. So we're going to read the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew.
It's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemaya. Kodash. Haya. Shimka. Yahweh. Malakwavka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Haya. Asha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashemaya. Lathalanawa. Lakal. Kal. Yawam. Wasalachlanawa. Kabawathninawa. Kasalaknawa. Kabawathyanawa. Lawa'a. Salakia. Wala'a. Dabayawanawa. Banasaya 1. Abal. Hawashayanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Salakia. Waha'ala. Wahatha. Salakia. Wahatha Parath. La'awalamyum.
Aman in the English. Our Father. Which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not. Into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
This is the prayer for the power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem
Yahushua. Baba Kushah. Nathananawa. Hakah. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa. Hakah. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakah. Lahakwim. Hamathium. Hakah. Al Rakawa. Salakia. Hatama'ala. Lagarashan. Ba'ashem. Salaki. Ba'ashem Yahweh. Salaki. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against the unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you.
So be it. It's the prayer to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baraklanawa. Wayasha'ala. Wahab. Salaki. Wahab. Bayasaparyam. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman.
What we just said was Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it.
This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Salaki. Ashai. Salaki. Ashah. Ayanya. Al-Haharyam. Mahayan. Yaba'ah. Azariah. Ma'ayin. Yahweh. Aisha. Shemyah. Salaki. Shemayim. Waharatazah. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Ragalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hana. La'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar.
Yasharala.
Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakaka. Yawara. Subsalaki. Wayara. Balayah. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makalrai. Shamar. Yashamar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afka. Waba'athka. Waba'athka. Ma'aitha. Awalam.
Aman in English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee. Will not slumber. Behold. He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee. From all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. So be it.
This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. So like it. Alahayim. Al Damayalaka.
Al
Takarash. Wala'ah. Wa'al. That's Salaki. Wa'al Tashakwat. Al. Kayahana. Abu Salaki. Abu Yabyaka. Yahama Yawan. Wama Shanayaka. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al-Aimaka. Ya'ira Yumwa. Sawad. Wayatayai Tazawad. Al Tazap Pawanyaka. Amarwa. Lakawa. Wananak Salaki. Wanaki Wadum. Wanakakidum. Magoya. Wala'ah. Yazark. Salaki. Yazarka. So Salaki. Yazar. Yazakar. Salaki. Yazakar. Sham Yashala. Iwad. Kaya. Nawa I Tazawa. Lab. Yakadwa. Al Salaki. Al Yakar. Baryath. Yakarathwa. Ahalia. Adawam. Why Yashama
Go ahead, you said it right.
Why Yashama Salaki. Why Yashama Ilayum. Mawa Abba. Wagarga Yum Salaki. Wahaga Salaki. Wahagarium. Gabal. Wa'aimawan. Wa'amalach. Palashath. I'm Yashabia. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nawa Asalaki. Nalawa.
There you go.
Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Izarawa. Zarawat. Labanyulawat. Salah. Aisha Laham. Kamadian. Kasa'ai Sa'ara. Kasaya Sa'ara. Kayabian. Banakal. Kwayashwan. Nasamadwa. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan. Ba'ayan da'ara. Hayawa. Daman.
La'adama.
Shayatham. Shayathamwa. Wadama. Wadayam. Nadayamuwa.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaaba.
Wakazaaba.
Wakazaabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Kalna Sayakumwa.
Kalna Sayakumwa.
Ashar.
Salaki Ashar.
Hamarwa.
Hamarwa.
Naya Rasha.
Naya Rasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa. Af.
Na'awath.
Na'awath.
Alahayim.
Alahaya.
Shayathamwa. Kagalgala. Kagash. Kakwash. Lapanya Raka. Ka'ash. Tabaira Yaira. Waka Ala'ab. Waka Lahaba. Dalahat. Haryam. Khan. Daradapma. Basha Iraka.
Wabasawapathka.
Daba Halam.
Mala'a.
Panyaham. Kualawan. Waya Baba Shawara.
Nope.
It's Salakia. Waya Bashakwa. I mean Salakia. Waya Bakwashwa. Shemka. Yahweh. Yabashwa. Waya Bahalwa. Ida Salakia.
Ida.
Waya Ka'ar Salakia. Waya Ka'apara. Waya Kaparwa. Waya Kaparwa. Waya Abadwa. Waya Ibadwa. Waya Adbadwa. Waya Da'idwa. Kaya. Atha. Shemka. Yahweh. Adbadka. So I mean Labadka. Al. Yawan. Al. Kal. Haratazah.
Aman. In English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo. Thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the
name of Israel. May be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. And the Hagarenes. Gabal. And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Zeb. Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as Amunah. Who said. Let us take to ourselves. The houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire burneth the wood. And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempests. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Yahweh. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh. Art the most high. Over all the earth. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Alright. Yishabi, which means to be seated. Alright. Oh, let me see what we were last week, I believe.
My head is almost out the picture, so I can see.
Oh, are they? Okay. Let me lower it down just a little bit. Here, I'll lower it down like this so that I don't move nothing. This thing is hard to move. That's better?
Yeah, it's too hard.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what we were last week. Yeah, that is better.
Salakia.
Okay, so bear with us just 1 second. Alright. go on our page and see? Mine's is moving a little slow. So connect to the internet. Just bear with us. Okay, it should be better now. I'm connected to the internet. I don't get no signal down here at all. Are you getting any signal?
Kind of, I got a little signal I can get to.
And let's go back to our last week's Sabbath service. All right.
Okay, come on. 5 days ago. Hold on, no, that's the.
Maybe 7 days ago.
That's the days. Yeah, that's the day of atonement. Here we go.
And just go to the end and see where we left off.
Okay.
I know we're in the book of Genesis. So just give me 1 second.
What the fuck?
Yeah, turn it down, turn it down, turn it down.
Like it's not even letting me.
Yeah, I got each while. You just get to the blue letter Bible and get ready to read in the English.
Okay.
Sons of Jacob. Look up the sons of Jacob. That's where we left off. It's in Genesis. We in Genesis, the 34th chapter. That sound right?
That do sound about right.
Okay, Genesis chapter 34. All right. Genesis 34. Yep, because we was after the Hamites. That reminds me. Okay, we was right after the Hamites. Took our sister Dinah, the Israelite sister, right? It's like an Israelite sister, Israel's daughter, and the brothers, her brothers, they took her and they forced her to have sex with them. These disgusting Africans, these Hamites in Canaan, right? And so now we're picking up where we left off last week, where the brothers Levi and Simeon, they devised a plot. They told these heathens, these Africans who took advantage of their sister, they told them to go get circumcised. They said that it is against our custom for our sister to marry an uncircumcised heathen. And so what did they do? To marry this beautiful Israelite woman, they said, well, we're going to go get circumcised. So all of this village of these Hamites went to get circumcised. All right, and that's where we're picking up. That's where we're picking up from, right there.
I believe we were on 25. I believe the last thing we read was where they wanted to. To have our cattle.
So let's go to Genesis chapter 34, verse 25, the water eye. All right. Wayahaya. Salakia. Genesis chapter 34, verse 25. Wayahaya. Bayawam. Shalayashya. Shalakia. Shalayashya, Hashalayashya, Bayo Watham, Ka'abyam, Waya Salakia, Kwakawa, Waya Kwakawa, Shanya, Banya, Yaikwab, Shemayawan, Simeon, Salakia, Walaya, that's Levi, all right, Achia, Dayana, Ayash, Harabwa, Wayabaawa, Al, Hayar, Batak, Salakia, Wayagar, Salakia, Wayaragwa, Kal, Zakar, verse 26. And where I'm stopping at?
You're gonna stop at 32.
Wa'ath, the water. Kamawar, Wa'ath, Shakam, Manawa, Haragwa, Lapya, Harab, Wayakwakawa, Ath, Dayana, Mabayath, Shakam, Wayatazawa. Yeah, Wayatazawa. Alright. Verse 27. Banya, Yaikwab, Ba'awa, Al, Hakalalium, Waya Bazar, Hayar, Ashar, to Ma'awa. Achawatham, verse 28. Ath, Tazanam, Wa'ath, Bakwaram, Wa'ath, Chamariam, Wa'ath, Ashar, Bayar, Wa'ath, Ashar, Bashada, Lakwakawa, verse 29. Lakwakawa, Salaki. Wa'ath, Kal, Chayalam, Wa'ath, Kal, Tabach, Salaki, Tapum, Salaki, Tapum, Wa'ath, Nashiyaham, Shabua, Wea Bazar, Wa'ath, Kal, Ashar, Babayath, verse 30. Wa'amar, Yaikwa, Al, Shemayawan, Wa'al, Loyah, Akaratham, Athya, Lahabi, Salakia, Lahabaya, Salakia, Lahabaya, Yashno, Naya. That's a tongue twister. Lahabayashnoa, Naya. Lahabayashnaya, Bayashab, Ha'arataza, Bakananya, Salakia, Waba Parzia, Salaki, wa Anya, wa Anaya, Mathia, Matapar, Wana Tapar, Alya, Wakaranya, Wana Madathia, Wana Shemadathia, right? Anya, Wabayathia, verse 31. Waya Mars, yeah, I know verse 1. Waya Salaki, Waya Amarwa, Waya Amarwa, Hakazarana, Hakazawana, Yaisha, Ath, Akawathnoa. Alright, verse 1. So this is chapter 35 and verse 1. Waya Mar, Alahayim, Al, Yaikwa, Kurum, Ayla, Bayath, Al, Washab, Shum, Waisha, Shum, Mazabach, Laal, Hanara'ah, Aliyak, Babarakat, Salakia, Babarakad, Babarakak, Salakia, Mapunya, Aishua, Akayak. Alright.
This is Genesis chapter 34, verse 25 in English. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi.
I read 8 verses. That wasn't 7.
That wasn't 7? 30, 25.
It's 31 I was supposed to stop at. Go ahead.
Okay. And it came to pass, it's like you want me to stop at 31?
Yeah.
Okay. And it came to pass on the third day, when they were sore, that two of the sons of Jacob, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brethren, took each man his sword and came upon the city boldly and slew all the males. Verse 26. And they slew Hamor and Shechem, his son, Shechem, his son, with the edge of the sword, and took Dinah out of Shechem's house and went out. Verse 27. The son of Jacob came upon the slain and spoiled the city, because they had defiled their sister. Verse 28. They took their sheep and their oxen and their asses, and that which was in the city, and that which was in the field.
Look up to when you read that. Help that.
Verse 29. And all their wealth, and all their little ones, and their wives took they captive, and spoiled even all that was in the house. Verse 30. And Jacob said unto Simeon and Levi, Ye have troubled me to make me to stink among the inhabitants of the land.
So this is Jacob. So now, if I may, real quick, I don't want to break this down too long. We got to get done. But real fast, so Jacob, he realized the trouble that his sons brought on him. Why? Because they are outnumbered. It's more of the Africans than there are of the Israelites. Everyone understand? And because they did this thing, which, by the way, they were definitely, the brothers Simeon and Levi, they understood justice. They knew not to leave their sister just a raped woman, a woman who's been taken advantage of. They knew that. But They never asked their father. They never went to their father and did the right thing, which is the order. The order is to go to your father. He's the one that's in charge of the family, right? It's just like if you're in the truth and you want to go do a thing and you think this thing is the right thing, you should probably get counsel.
Right.
You should get counsel and get the order, okay, I do this, don't do this. Because you can mess around and mess your life up for one simple mistake because you thought irrationally. Because you thought that what you wanted was the right thing. You thought that what you wanted is what God wanted, which is what every Christian thinks.
Right.
Every Christian is selfish enough and pompous enough to think that whatever they want, God wants for them. And that's not the case. That's not life. Practical knowledge is this. Get counsel first. Right. Seek counsel from the men of God first.
That's right.
And in this day and age, it would be Jacob that they would get the counsel from because that's their father who was the head of their nation. They should have went to him and received counsel. War counsel, wisdom, counsel for wisdom, something that's going to make sure that you don't act irrationally out of emotion. Obviously, somebody did something to your family. You want to get vengeance and justice, and that's understood. But you should get counsel first. Someone shoots and unalives your brother or your sister in the streets of Chicago, in the streets of Kansas City. I know you want to go and take matters in your own hands. You should come in here and get counsel from the men of God first before you mess your life up. Everybody understand? Keep going.
And the Salakia, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites. Perizzites. And I, being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. Verse 31. And they said, should he deal with our sister as with a harlot?
Read that part again.
And they said, should he deal with our sister as an harlot?
As with
an harlot.
What does that mean? Should he deal with? No. What did Jacob just tell Simeon and Levi? Simeon and Levi just got done executing. They got done on the. I was fixing that camera. They came up on the slain and spoiled the city. Brother, they ruined this African city.
Right.
Levi and Simeon, brother, they were cruel to this nation because they were cruel to their sister.
That's right.
And they understood justice. And they went and got everything. They didn't say they got their asses and cattle and everything. They spoiled the city. And so what is Jacob telling his sons? Why did you do this? Why did you do this? Because now, me being few in number, now they're going to gather themselves together against me and slay me. Now they're going to unalive me. And he said, me and my house is going to be destroyed. God. They're going to take everything that we have now because you did this thing.
Right.
What did his son say back to him?
And they said, should he deal with our sister as with an harlot?
What does that mean? Anybody want to give it a shot? What does that mean? What did Simeon and Levi tell Jacob? Should we allow our... Salaki, I'm going to give you the answer. What are they asking him? What are they saying? You brothers in the street should know this very well. Right? Somebody goes and unalives your brother. You at a gas station and you get into a shootout at the gas station. Right? And you know the cats that did it. You're not going to just sit idly and sit idle and not do anything about it. You're going to go and get what? Vengeance.
Yeah, God.
You're going to go and shoot up their block and shoot them and unalive them. And then when some Christian pastor comes up to you and say, why did you do this? You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison. What is your response going to be? Well, should I just let them kill my brother?
Right.
What are they asking their father Israel? What are they asking Jacob right now, Simeon and Levi? What are they asking him? What are they saying? Go ahead. Anybody can give an answer. You want to try? Go ahead.
Should we sit and do nothing and allow them to believe that their sister's like worthless, like a whore?
Yeah, should we just let our sisters be raped then?
Right.
And that's something, brother, reading this is so pivotal in the understanding of the truth, because this goes to show, okay, Jacob being an older brother, being a man he has wisdom, then these being young men are just, ready for warfare.
God.
You understand? And that's a beautiful thing. You should never let anybody take your manhood. That's a man that he don't care about the consequences. That's a man.
Right.
But at the same time, you should get wisdom from the men above you.
Right.
In a righteous society, you would have men above you. The men above you would have wisdom to tell you don't do this. Okay, let's think about this first. Let's sit down. Let's talk about how we're going to go about doing this. Now, to a young person, Jacob seems like a coward.
Right.
That's why they said, well, what are we just going to let our sisters be raped? And to an older person, the younger person seems like this what do they call young black men in the ghetto? Wild animal. The older black person just thinks these are just some wild kids. Just pull your pants up, don't sag.
Right.
Who's right? Both of them are right. Why? Because Jacob, he knows that he is risking his family and all he owns if he goes and takes vengeance against these Africans. Who knows what Jacob's plan was? We wouldn't know. Why? Because his sons ruined his plan.
Right.
Now, were they right in getting justice for their sister? Yes. No one is telling you that you are wrong for wanting justice for the brothers that you knew in the world who were unalived. No one's telling you that you should want justice. You brothers that's here in the city and in Chicago, and you young brothers, man, that have suffered great losses at young ages from your friends dying, getting unalived left and right by the ops.
Right.
We know that you want justice for them, but what you have to do is get wisdom from men above you. Not Christian pastors, not Christian preachers, not Muslim imams, not Farrakhan, not Dr. King, not Jesse Jackson. They are cowards. They are not men of wisdom. They are not men of God. You have to come into the Israelite school of UPK to get wisdom on how to deal with issues. And that's the point. The point is, his son should have consulted with Jacob. Because guess what? Although Jacob, I'm not saying that Jacob was a coward, but if Jacob did have a little fear of we're outnumbered, guess what? He has the strength of sons. He has the strength of servants and maidservants. And remember, this is after he had separated from his father-in-law's house. Right. So he got the things that he needs, and his sons are there to go to war for him.
Right.
They both have to come together and do what? They have to get wisdom. They have to go to their father and say, Dad, these heathens did this to our sister. What are we going to do about it?
Right.
And that's what you brothers have to do that's in the streets. Let this be a lesson to you young brothers in the streets that you are not, don't ever be a coward. Keep that vicious spirit about yourself where you don't give a F about the consequences. Keep that spirit. But don't act on anything until you have received counsel from the men of God in the UPK first. You have to do that first, or else you're going to end up in prison for 25 years. And then you will be no good to anybody. You'll just be rotting away in prison, and you could have been used for a better purpose. Okay. You have to get wisdom from the men above you. That's all. And that's what Simeon and Levi's issue was. They should have consulted, because who's to say Jacob wasn't going to devise a plan to just absolutely wipe out those heathens.
Right.
Furthermore, Jacob was the man of God in this instance.
Right.
He could have went to the Most High God on behalf of his daughter, and the Lord would have wiped him out. You wouldn't even have to use or lifted up a finger. And that's what we have to be as blacks and Hispanics. We are so ready to take arms against our own people, when all you have to do is love your brothers and sisters, obey the Most High God, and then the Most High God will destroy your enemies. If you brothers want your enemies to be destroyed, you should serve the Lord. You should put down pork and shrimp and crab, and put down Swisher Sweets and backwoods and marijuana and heroin and crack and fentanyl. You should put it down. Put down the promethazine. Put down all of those drugs that we have been accustomed to using because of oppression in America. You should put it down and watch the Most High God wipe away your enemies. You don't have to go get guns. You don't have to go and shoot up the block. You don't have to go and harm anybody. If you serve the Most High God, He will wipe away your enemies. That's it.
That's right.
And that's the problem here is Simeon and Levi thought that they were going to take matters in their own hands. Don't ever take matters in your own hands before you have consulted men of wisdom first. That is what they should have done, which is why Jacob was so angry. Because now, guess what your actions did? Your actions ruined the rest of your brothers and your sisters. See, Simeon and Levi were 2 of 12 sons, which means the other 10 sons now are going to get killed.
Right.
You see what happens when you think irrationally? You want to take up arms and use things based off emotion. Now, guess what? You just got your little boy killed. Right. Now, I've seen a story, too many stories like this, where you go and get vengeance for somebody shooting your brother. You go and shoot up the block. Well, guess what? They're going to catch you when you coming out the house with your kids. Right. And I've seen stories where little boys, little brothers, little sons got shot in the head and killed. They aiming at everything but you.
Right.
Everybody's going to die but you. You got to live to suffer the rest of your life knowing that my son is killed because of me.
Right.
My son is in prison because of me. My daughter is dead because of me. I'm in jail because of my own actions. Instead of living a life of hurt and pain, brother, God will destroy your enemies. All you have to do is just obey him.
God.
All you have to do is come into school, get counsel first before you do anything. Obey the Lord, and the Lord will wipe your enemies off the face of the earth out. Everyone understand. Keep going now.
So, like, sir, would that scripture go right with this? Be angry but sin not?
Yes, give the brother a hand. That's a precept to what we just broke down. Be angry and sin not. Like, once again, listen, somebody forces your sister to have sex with them, you are absolutely right in being angry. We're not the church. We're not here to curtail that vicious anger. Be viciously angry, because the Bible say, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
Right.
That's anger is from the anger you have is from oppression. From somebody harming you, hurting you, doing something against you. And guess what? You're right to be angry. That's a right feeling to have.
Right.
Right? The Christians want you to be happy 24/7. That's not real life, man. Real life is somebody does something to you, you're going to be angry about it. Here's the big problem. Because everybody is raised by mommy in the projects and in the ghetto, we don't know how to be angry and sin not.
Right.
We're like women, and we just go and do things based off emotion. The Lord doesn't want you to be a woman. That's what women do. Women do things based off of emotion. We are supposed to act practically. You're supposed to be practical as a man.
Right.
Use logic. Use wisdom. Don't just do something based off emotion. Why did you have sex with her? Because you wanted, because your rod got hard? That's a woman. A woman has sex when she feels like it. Why? In America, why? Because she acts on emotion. That's why she has 4 babies daddies. That's why she has 6 kids by 4 men. Because she just has sex when she feels like it.
Right.
A man is supposed to do something based off of being practical. Something that makes sense. Logic. Not anything because you feel like it. What are you shooting the block up for? Because I'm angry. I'm sad. Well, brother, you do know that you could be angry and not do something. That's a possibility. You best believe that we were angry we still are at the IUIC for them assaulting us.
Right.
But did we go and shoot them, Cornaya?
La.
Did we go and unalive them? And Lord knows we all would have been down for it. We would all be doing time right now happily. But that's not what the orders are. The orders are to be angry and sin not. That's it. You can be as angry as you want to be. You don't have to go and act up on your anger. You can be depressed. Not depressed. You can be sad. You don't have to act on your sadness. Because your mother is dead, she died. Because your father died, you don't have to go and die too and be with him. You don't have to go and commit suicide. You can be angry and sad and jealous and all the emotions that you have and do nothing about it. That's the key to life. Having some self-control, some discipline. That's the key to life, man.
That's right.
And that's what them brothers, Simeon and Levi, did not have. And now Simeon and Levi are on an island called Haiti and Dominican Republic. And now they have weapons of cruelty in their hand. That's some of the violent most places on the earth is Haiti and Dominican Republic because of the actions that their forefathers did thousands of years ago. Now they still act out irrationally on that island. Everyone understand?
Okay.
That's how important it is for you to make the right decisions, because your decisions are going to affect generations after you. How many generations is that? 100, 500, 1,000 generations? 1,000 generations later, after Simeon and Levi, their descendants are still behaving in that manner.
Right.
Because of the decisions you made thousands of years ago. It may seem like it's not important to do the right thing now until your son ends up just like you. Until your daughter ends up worse than you. It's important for you to get disciplined, man. Everybody understand?
Kind of what kind.
All right, go ahead, clap it up. Now let's go to Genesis chapter 35 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. All right. We'amar, Alahayim, Al, Yaikwab, Huwam, Ilah, Bayath, Al, Washab, Sham, Wa'isha, Sham, Mazabach, La'al, Hanara'ah, Aliak, Baba Rakad, Salaki, Baba Rakak, Mapunya, Ishua, Achayak, verse 2. We'amar, Yaikwab, Al, Bayath, Salakia, Bayathwa, Wa'al, Kal, Ashar, Imua, Hasarwa, Ath, Alahaya, Salakia. Yeah, Alahaya. Alahaya, Hanakar, Ashar, Bathakakam. Wahatahar Salaki. Wahataharwa. Wakalayapwa. Wakalayapwa. Shamalath Yakum. Shamalath Yakum. Verse 3. Alright. Wanakwawama. Wanakwawama. Wanailah. Bayath. Al. Waisha. Sham. Mazabach. La'al. Ha'ina. Afya. Bayawam. Tazarathya. Wayahya. Imadya. Badarak. Ashar. Halakathya. Verse 4. Alright. Wayathanwa. Al. Yaikwab. Ath. Kal. Alahaya. Anakar. Ashar. Bayadam. Wa'ath. Hanazamyam. Ashar. Ba'azanyahum. Wayataman. Salakia. Yeah. Wayataman. Atham. Yaikwab. Thachath. Ha'alah. Ashar. Aim. Shakam. Verse 5. Wayasa'ir. Wayasa'irwa. Wayahya. Chathath. Salakia. Chathath. Yeah. Chathath. Alayam. Al. Ha'irium. Ashar. Sabayabathyahum. Wala'ah. Radapawa. Acharya. Banya. Yaikwab. Verse 6. Wayabawa. Salakia. Wayaba'a. Yaikwab. Lawazah. Ashar. Baratazah. Kana'ain. Hawa'ah. Bayath. Al. Hawa'ah. Wakal. Ha'aim. Ashar. Imawa. Verse 7. Wayabawa. Salakia. Wayaban. Sham. Mazabach. Wayakorah. Wayakora'ah. Lamakwam. Al. Bayath. Al. Kayah. Sham. Nagalwa. Nagalawa. Aliwa. Ha'alaham. Salakia. Ha'alahayim. Salakia. Babarakwa. Mapunya. Salakia. Akayawa.
This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 1. And the Most High said unto Jacob, Arise, go up to Bethel and dwell there. Salakia.
Bethel.
Go up to Bethel and dwell there, and make there an altar unto the Most High.
Remember to read up.
Salakia. Unto the Most High, that appeared unto thee when thou fleddest from the face of Esau thy brother. Verse 2. And Jacob said unto his household, and to all that were with him, put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments. Verse 3. And let us arise and go up to Bethel, and I will make there an altar unto the Most High, who answered me in the day of my distress, and was with me in the way which I went. Verse 4. And they gave unto Jacob all the strange gods which were in their hand, and all their earrings which were in their ears. And Jacob hid them under an oak.
Under the
oak which was by Shechem.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And they journeyed, and the terror of the Most High was upon the cities that were round about them. And they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob. Verse 6. So Jacob came to...
read that part again. They did not do what?
And they did not pursue after the sons of Jacob.
They didn't pursue after the sons of Jacob. So Jacob's fear, his fear of the Africans that his son slain, getting revenge on them, it didn't happen. You know why? Because Jacob obeyed the Most High God's orders.
That's right.
Once again, when you obey the Lord, brother, it is it's vital. It's vital to obey the Most High God. Why? Not so that you get something in return, but so that you are protected by your Father. That's why. If you obey your father, your parents, guess what? You get the reward of obeying parents.
Right.
You get the reward of being a good son, of being a good daughter. And that was Jacob's reward. He did exactly what the Lord said. So guess what? Even though his sons, and listen, that must have been beautiful. To be Simeon and Levi, knowing that you got, it must have felt good, to know that you just got vengeance for your revenge for your sister and justice for your sister, and the people didn't do anything about it, brother. That it has to be the best feeling in the world.
Right.
Imagine you got vengeance, you got revenge on what just happened to your brother, and the cops don't come for you.
Right.
Fool, brother. I know they felt good that day. They was like, oh, we got away scot free, and I know they felt good. But listen, brother, it's very important because that ain't now. You're going to jail for 25 years.
Right.
You have to come in here and get wisdom. But furthermore, if you simply obey the Most High God, you will receive the reward. Our people will receive the reward from the Most High God of obeying Him, which is the protection from God, protection from COVID-19, protection from the banks foreclosing on your home, protection from the violence of our oppressor, the cruelty and the avarice of our oppressor. You will be protected from that. We will be protected from that if we obey the Most High God. But we have to put away crab. We have to put away pork. We have to put away our strange powers, our strange gods of Christianity, our strange gods of Islam, strange gods of Christmas, and gods of Thanksgiving and 4th of July and pledging allegiance to America. We have to put those powers away if we want any hope for our future. If we want our God to protect us, brother, we can't go against Him and serve other gods. We have to put them away and serve our one true power, the Most High God of the Bible. Right. Everybody understand? Keep going.
And Jacob came to Luz, which is in the land of Canaan, that is Bethel, he and all the people that were with him. Verse 7. And he built an altar and called the place El Bethel.
El Bethel. Mm-hmm.
Because there the Most High appeared unto him when he fled from the face of his brother.
This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wathamath, Salakia, Dabarah, Mayanakwath, Rebekah, Wathaquabar, Mathakath, Labayath, Al, Salakia, Thakath, Ha'alawan, Wayakwa'ah, Shamwa, Alawan, Bakath, Salakia, Bakawath, verse 9. Wayra'ah, Alahayim, Al, Yaikwab, Iwad, Baba Salakia, Baba Awa, Baba Awa, Mapadan, Aram, Wayabarak, Salakia, Wayabarak, Athawa, verse 10. Wayamar, Lawa, Lawa, Alahayim, Shemak, Yaikwab, La'ah, Yakorah, Shemak, Iwad, Yaikwab, Kaya, Am, Yasha'ala, Yahaya, Shemak, Wayakora'ah, Ath, Shamwa, Yasha'ala, verse 11. Wayamar, Lawa, Alahayim, Anya, Al, Shadya, Parah, Warabah, Goya, Wakohal, Goyam, Yahaya, Mamak, Wamalakyam, Makalatazayak, Yatazawa, verse 12. Wa'ath, Ha'aratazah, Ashar, Nathathia, La'abar, Salakia, La'abaraham, Wala Yatazakak, Lak, Athanana, Salakia, Athanana, Wala Zaraik, Wala Zaraik, Akaryak, Athawa, Ath, Ha'aratazah, verse 13. Wayal, Ma'aliyawa, Alahayim, Bamakoram, Ashar, Debar, Athawa, verse 14. Wayatazab, Yaiquab, Matazab, Salakia, Matazabah, Bamakuam, Ashar, Debar, Athawa, Matazabath, Abun, Wayasak, Salakia, Wayasak, Aliyah, Nasak, Wayatazak, Aliyah, Shamawa.
This is Genesis chapter 35, verse 7. I'm Salakia, verse 8. But Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, died, and she was buried beneath Bethel under an oak, and the name of it was called Alam Bachuth.
Alam Bachuth.
Verse 9. And the Most High appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padanaram and blessed him. Verse 10. And the Most High said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. Verse 11. And the Most High said unto him, I am the Most High Almighty.
Yes.
Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy loins. Verse 12. And the land which I gave Abraham and Isaac, to thee I will give it, and to thy seed after thee will I give the land. Verse 13. And the Most High went up from him in the place where he talked with him. Verse 14. And Jacob set up a pillar in the place where he talked with him, even a pillar of stone. And he poured a drink offering thereon, and poured oil thereon.
And he
poured oil thereon.
Right. Genesis chapter 35 and verse 15. In the Hebrew, Wayakora'ah, Yaiquab, Ath, Sham, Hamakoram, Ashar, Debar, Athua, Sham, Alahayim, Bayath, Al, verse 16. Where's Iwa, Mabayath, Al, Wayahaya, Iwad, Bakarath, Ha'aratazah, Labawa'ah, Aparatha, Wathalad, Rachal, Wathakwash, Baladath, verse 17. Well, I'm going to stop it now. I started at 15, so I'll be at 21. All right, verse 17. Wehaya, Bahakoshath, Baladatha, Wa'amar, La, Hamayaladath, Al, Thayaraya, Kaya, Gam, Za, Lak, Bun, verse 18. Wehaya, Bataza'ath, Napasha, Kaya, Matha, Wathakura'ah, Shemwa, Bun, Awanya, Wa'abaya, Wa'abayawa, Kora'ah, Lawa, Banayamyan, Salaki, hold on. Banyamyan, okay, that's Benjamin. Verse 19. Wathamath, Rachal, Quabar, Badarak, Aparatha, Hawa'ah, Bayath, Lacham, verse 19. Salaki, verse 20. Wayatazab, Yaiquab, Matazabah, Al, Quabarath, Salakia, Quabarath, Salakia, Quabaratha, Hawa'ah, Matazabath, Quabarath, Rahal, Id, Hayawam, verse 21. Wayasai, Salakia, Wayasai, Yasha'ala, Wayat, Ahalia, Mahala'ah, Salakia, Mahala'ah, Lamagadal, Idar.
Right. Genesis chapter 35, verse 15. And Jacob called the name of the place where the Most High spake with him Bethel. Verse 16. And they journeyed from Bethel, and there was but a little way to come to Ephraim. Ephrath.
Yeah, Ephrath.
Ephrath. And Rachel traveled.
Nope.
And Rachel travailed, and she had hard labor. Verse 17. And it came to pass, when she was in hard labor, that the midwife said unto her, Fear not, thou hast had this son also. Thou shalt have this son also. Verse 18. And it came to pass, as her soul was in departing, for she died, that she called his name Benani. Is that right?
Yeah.
Benani. But his father called him Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Verse 19. And Rachel died and was buried in the way of Ephrath, which is Bethlehem. Verse 20. And Jacob set a pillar upon her grave. That is the pillar of Rachel's grave until this day. Verse 21. And Israel journeyed and spread his tent beyond the tower of Edar.
Verse 22. So like Genesis chapter 35, verse 22. All right, Wehaya, Bashakan, Yasha'Allah, Ba'aratazah, Hahawa'ah, Wealak, Ra'araban, Wea Shabak, Salakia, Wea Shabak, no, that's Wea Shakab, Ath, Balaha, Payalagash, Abiyawa, Wea Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Wea Hayat, Salakia, Wea Hayawa, Banya, Yaikwab, Shanyam, Aishar. Alright, verse 23. Banya La'ah, Bakawar, Yaikwab, Ra'araban, Shemayim, Washemayim, Salakia, Walaya, Waya Haya, Salakia, Waya Hawada. Oh, man, come on. Waya Hawada. Waya Hawada. Waya Shakar. Alright, Wayash Shakar. Wazabalawan. Alright. Verse 24. Banya Rachal. Yawasap. Wabanyamyan. Alright, verse 25. Wabanya. Balaha. So like it, Balaha, yeah, Balaha. Shapachath. Rachal. Dan. Napathalia. Alright. Verse 26. Wabanya. Zalapah. Shapachath. La'ah. God. Wa'ashar. Allah. Banya. Yaikwab. Ashar. Yalad. Lawa. Bapadan. Aram. Verse 27. Wayaba'ah. Yaikwab. Al. Yitazakwak. Salakia. Yitazakak. Abayan. Salakia. Abayawa. Abayawa. Mamara'ah. Korayath. Ha'arabai. Hawa'ah. Chabarawan. Ashar. Gar. Sham. Abraham. Wayatazakak. Verse 28. Salakia. Wayahayawa. Yamya. Yatazakak. Ma'ath. Shana. Washamanyam. Shana. Right.
Genesis chapter 35, verse 22. And it came to pass when Israel dwelt in that land, that Reuben went and lay with Bilhah.
Went and lay
with Bilhah, his father's concubine.
Yikes, yuck.
And Israel heard it. Now the sons of Jacob were 12. Verse 23. The sons of Leah, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and Simeon, and Levi, and Judah, and Issachar, and Zebulun. Verse 24. The sons of Rachel, Joseph, and Benjamin. Verse 25. And the sons of Bilhah, Rachel's handmaid.
Bilhah.
Rachel's handmaid, Dan and Naphtali. Verse 26. And the sons of Zilpah, Leah's handmaid, Gad and Asher. These are the sons of Jacob, which were born to him in Paddan Aram. Verse 27. And Jacob came unto Isaac his father unto Mamre,